This is breaking news from 4 News Now.
Good afternoon, I'm Rob King for 4 News Now. We're going to be speaking with KXLY's Peter Choi, who unfortunately hasn't avoided the holiday traveling mess that's being experienced across the country right now. It's going to be mostly Southwest flights that are causing issues. About 63% of their flights nationwide have been canceled today as they cite winter weather concerns, and that's over 2,500 flights. So let's bring in Peter, who is stranded right now at the Denver airport. Peter, I'm so sorry. How has the last 24 hours been for you?
Last 24 hours has been just frustrating. There's just such a lack of communication between customers in Southwest right now. We tried multiple times trying to call the calling center, the hotline, and they didn't pick up. I tried email and things like that. I haven't gotten any response back yet. So a lot of people who actually travel from Denver today, they came extra early to get that communication going on, to make sure they're on the same page. My flights got canceled or delayed. They're trying to figure out all this detailed information in person so that make sure they can go, book hotel or other things like that.
Now, walk me through your timeline of events. I assume you have a nice Christmas, and then what happens after that?
So actually, my holiday nightmare started off on Friday. My flight got delayed. Well, I guess my 5 a.m. Flight was canceled, and they put me in a standby for a later flight. I got super lucky because the one person didn't show up, so I got the spot for a little bit earlier flights. So I was able to make it on time for Christmas. But the nightmare continues for flying back. I was supposed to back to Spokane last night at 11:45, and I got the message saying that, hey, it wasn't like delayed or canceled. It was a very ambiguous message saying that that your flight info just didn't show up on Google or any Southwest web. So I assumed, and I checked again and said my flight was actually canceled at 11:45 p.m. So I was trying to figure out, what to do next, trying to book another flight with a different carrier, but then they are like over $1,400 dollars for one way. So I can't do that.
Oh my gosh.
So those are super expensive right now at this point too. So yeah, I'm just gonna drive back with my wife to Spokane, hopefully by this week.
Oh my gosh, Peter, I'm so sorry. Have you spoken with anyone from Southwest?
Yes, and they said since there's so many people online right now to just trying to get the answers, they can't actually give you the correct answer 2 hours before your flight. So basically, these people are just stranded, waiting in the line, trying to get the right answers.
And have you spoken with other travelers, and what have they been saying? Have they been kind of echoing your sentiments?
Yeah, pretty similar situation. So I talked to two couples with children, and they're the same page. They don't know what to do next. They came extra early. One couple said they're going to stay here until 30th to trying to get a place to stay, and then after that they're going to book hotel or the rental car, and then go from there.
Yeah, it's absolutely brutal. It's gotten so bad that the U.S. Department of Transportation has issued a statement along with President Biden, both parties saying that they're going to be investigating what's happened with Southwest in the last 24, 48 hours. And it sounds like it's been issues all weekend too, Peter.
Yeah, it seems like it. So no Southwest flights are available until this weekend. So these people are trying to just get answered. I think that's the only thing happening right now, to try to get the right answer for their next flight or next travel. So, and a lot of people, they lost basically trust with Southwest, and some of the people are saying that they're never going to fly with Southwest anymore.
Got it. It's got to be extremely frustrating. And now you yourself are having to drive a car 18 hours to come back to work.
Exactly. So that's going to be another hassle, trying to pay for the gas and, food and hotel. And that's just extra cost, especially what's going on right now at this economy situation. One person is saying they have to pay $4,000 for just to rent a car. for that amount of road trip. So that's the extra money for this burden for these families and people here.
And Peter, you're not even alone. You're not the only KXLY news member stuck at Denver International Airport. You've ran into others.
Exactly. So Aaron Luna, our evening news anchor, so he and I going to actually drive back together. So it's going to be my wife, Aaron, and me. We're going to drive back to Spokane on tomorrow.
At least you have good company.
Yes. But it's been such a nightmare just trying to travel this time of year. So that's something that I'm not looking forward to next year for sure.
Right. So since the snow's kind of passed, those flights that were canceled last week are being rebooked. That pushes everything back. Planes become less available. Southwest or people are citing that their computer systems might be old and out of date, and that's also causing issues. What do you know about that?
So what I heard is that there's a computer the electronic system is the pin kind of, I don't know, it's because the winter, the storm, it's been overwhelmed. So, and I think that was the key here is that they don't know what to do with that. They don't know what to deal with that kind of system down. I think that was the biggest problem here.
Got it. All right. Well, Peter, is there, I guess, how are you killing time for now?
So I'm doing a story here tonight. So make sure to watch that on KXLY 5 and 6 tonight. So I'm going to talk to some of the travelers that trying to fly out Denver tonight. And so looking forward to that.
Look at that. You're not even here, still working.
Gotta get the story out, you know.
Right on, Peter. All right. Well, I guess we'll see you in a couple of days. Safe travels on your drive here. And thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks so much.
Yep. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. So even our news team not immune to travel issues. Like I said, about 63% of Southwest flights nationwide have been canceled. Way more have been canceled than have been delayed as well, and that's about 2,500 flights, including about half the flights coming into, or excuse me, more than half the flights coming into Spokane. There's about 20 Southwest flights that were scheduled. That's about 70% have been canceled. And again, both the U.S. Department of Transportation and President Joe Biden have tweeted about the situation, saying that there will be an investigation into what exactly went wrong and how we can prevent it in the future. President Biden also noted in his tweet that there are financial compensation available to people through the U.S. Department of Transportation, so you can check that out on their website. And we'll have more details in 4 News Now at 5 p.m., including Peter, like he said, speaking with people also stuck at Denver International Airport. But for now, live in the KXLY Digital News Center, I'm Rob King, 4 News Now.